Biscuits.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to What Team Comp playing some D&D tomfoolery in Lemon Rolls. I'm your host, the Uncommon Guru, and we are here to continue our quest through the forest, trying to get to the Unicorn Glade, after having fought against Red Caps, who were trying to just play kick the cart.
Kick the fucking mule, you mean? Like, fuck the cart. They wanted the mule dead.
To be fair, the mule was very soft and squishy. Yeah, only one of them was a dick to the mule. The rest of them were trying to kick you guys, and one of them kicked the cart.
One of them was laughing the hell out of himself.
Oh apparently. yeah, he got hit. He got laughter.
Do not runs with advantage. Fuck.
He wanted to laugh, and then he got out of it, and then he got knocked his on his ass.
That's not funny at all. No, but you getting shot is old still.
That sure was a time.
Indeed it was.
Tara's gonna use that a lot more now just to see if she can recreate the situation.
I already liked it, but that worked out extremely well.
Of course.
There you go, Tara. I DM'd you the thing.
Ooh, thank you.
That being said, though, with you all having progressed forward, how would you like to continue?
Where exactly did we leave off just last session? We finally got moving again, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we got to... Oh, no, we were on our way to leave the forest because that fucking melted corpse was watching us leave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, that's right, and I kept my mouth shut on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're the only one who knows about that.
Yeah.
About it standing up, that is. Everyone else saw the corpse, that just you saw it stand up and watch you.
Yeah. Jar's just sitting there with the same smile humming, just like, well then.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
I'll have to write about that.
Yeah. About that in my journal.
Tar, you have to make a meme of Jar's of just like his same normal smiley face, but just put it all in red and have internal screaming written across it.
No. He's just staring at his coffee, just like, this is fine.
This is okay.
I guess we're gonna continue on then towards the glade.
The glade is still.
Yes, we go glad.
I don't know why, but I had an image now of her having just a spray of Glade spray.
I don't know how far away we are still.
Yeah, you don't know.
The fucking unicorn is supposed to find us, apparently, on our way to the capital.
Well, part way, at least.
I don't think that's what was said.
You guys were supposed to find your way to the glade, at which point, once you're in the glade, the unicorn will know you're there and find you.
Oh.
But you have to find your way to the glade, which is around the... Let me look at the map real quick. I believe I said
son of a bitch, so we have to rely on the Pegasus. I got it!
Celestials,
yes.
they don't meet people halfway.
What?
Nah.
Well, the Celestial's a dick.
They
Make us do all the work.
Where do you get your information from? NPR just like, I know the lore. Me staring at him. Do you now?
No, I don't. I was just making a joke.
The face of God comes from the clouds to give you the stank eye.
You see that same meme every single fucking session.
Which one?
You, me, that one.
He likes the meme.
It's a good
I
meme.
guess we're just gonna keep traveling towards the capital.
I mean, I'm currently focus hunting Celestials, so maybe that'll help.
As far as, by the way, as far as books go, Dawn, the one that I finished ages ago about the capital, still need that info.
Yes, I will send you a few little snippets that you would have found out that it would stand out in your mind currently.
I don't even blame you for still not giving me the info.
I've been looking around at frickin' work
I
and such.
realized something, Dawn, and you're gonna hate me for it, but I need to do it now or I'll forget again.
What?
You never sent me the specs for the armor that I attuned to.
Alright.
I
I told you guys to remind me of this too!
I did remind you!
Yes, you did in all capital letters in session when I told you that was the worst time to do it.
No, that was the end of session!
That didn't help. I had things to do.
That's not my fault then! Hi, Matt.
That's not my fault.
Matt, I
Hey,
know
man.
it sounds like we aren't, but we did start.
Yes.
Also, Dawn, I will be now reading some of the history books we got from that elf city too.
Of course. So that'll be your
Burn
next
my
little...
hand for you. You better be
bit.
reading them damn things.
Actually, no, I still need to finish that one book about
Christ!
stuff. I'll finish that one first.
The book about
Jarvis is absolutely the man to learn telekinesis just so he can read 2 books a month.
No. What he's got to do is he's got to extremely goofy movie it. Just one book, one hand. One book, the other hand. One book, one hand. One book, the other hand. Just start working out.
But that's
Yeah.
how plebeians do it, and he knows magic.
He could just dual wield, you know?
Why not
Are you-
just mage hand?
Did you just call Goofy a pleb?
Yes.
Hold the hell up. That man
Yeah,
went back to
this-
college at his day and age, and he succeeded.
I don't know if Madrino's talking, but we can't hear him.
If he is, I'm not hearing him.
I can't
I'm
hear
not
anybody.
talking, but I am
Oh.
now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's just listening.
Okay,
I appreciate your consideration. though.
We always want to make sure that you're here with us.
Alright,
Also, I love the idea of Taro calling Goofy a plebeian.
That was me!
That was Paris.
oh, Paris.
Dragging Taru into this ain't
Oh.
nothing.
You two sound very similar sometimes.
People say that!
Oh, yeah, people do actually, huh?
Taru, it's gotta happen now. The Sunday with the banana split just has to happen, man. It's gotta happen. We just have to combine. Diffuse.
Anyway.
You two need to play twins. Twins that
God.
look the same.
No, don't give me more character ideas.
God, don't work that into the current concept. I'm gonna have a hemorrhage.
He can't have 2 charges. He'll kill himself.
Anyway, Mad, you literally haven't missed any. We
Yeah.
only just started, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll just be traveling then, by cart still, towards the capital, old capital.
Yeah.
Keeping the owl out, kind of looking around, as usual.
That angry boy.
Man, this one spell has been so useful for me.
It is a very useful spell.
God.
Dawn,
Yes.
we actually, like... Because so the way the capital has been described is that it is literally a fucking enormous tree with essentially city rooms in it.
That's the way it's been described.
Is it visible from a distance?
Where you are now? You're currently at the bottom of tree level. If you wanted to try and climb to the top of a tree to check it out, you could certainly try.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that these trees are about 50 to 60 feet high.
There are many tree branches that are that high. You would need some assistance to be sure, or to find some way to...
Grilda can do. I'll turn into a squirrel. I mean, a squirrel.
No.
Yep.
A squirrel.
Yep.
I'll turn into a squirrel and climb tree.
Okay. I will say, I believe a squirrel has a climbing speed anyway, so you just watch Skrilla turn into a squirrel and just and run up the tree.
Gyrus looks like he was about to say something, but he just doesn't say anything. He's not
Gyrus
listening to the
is-
owl.
Jarvis is sitting here. I have a fucking bird, but I.
Have the bird.
You
but
you can
okay.
still send the bird up as well.
Yeah, I would like to use the bird to go look anyway. Why not?
Okay. So Grilda, you and your pitter patter of little feet is able to get through it fairly quickly. The owl has to maneuver a little bit more clunkily, just because of the fact that there's an increasing amount of branches that keep kind of getting slightly in the way as it goes up, but it is able to eventually get towards the top and start getting up skyward, where it can circle around a little bit, while Grilla, your squirrel form, pops up from the top of the tree line looking around. Make a perception check, both of you.
Using
Give me
Did I hit it? Did I not hit it? No.
It might be a case of you hit it and it's asking what level spell do you want to cast it at behind your thing.
for fucking
wait.
perception.
No, I misheard. I'm talking to Limey at the same fucking time. So my brain kind of.
And Gyrus, that was supposed to be with advantage because it is sight-based, and Yell has
Is
advantage
it
on
now?
sight-based perception. So just roll it one more
Squirrel girl, they'll roll 20.
time. I see this.
Squirrelda.
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 Christ, that sounds like a villain name.
Don't give Butters any idea.
I'm just
I have
not
too
gonna
many
say
already.
anything. Yeah.
Right.
Just like kills the unicorn and eats it. Like, just oh, this tastes good.
She thinks it would taste good in a stew, maybe. You don't know.
I feel like Cassie would feel blasphemous just watching this happen.
Get some immortality out of that.
I'd imagine it'd be more like Harry Potter,
So-
where you like get cursed.
So the owl, flying above, able to keep its eyes open, especially at this height, where it's able to get a very good, very far distance view of things. Off in the distance, it's not super close. That's the first thing you notice, but it's high enough that these trees that are quite exceptionally large, beautiful to look at, but also massive. It's like looking into the distance and seeing a mountain. But you can see that it's not built like a mountain. It is clearly something else. And granted, there are points of it that rise out of it that look different, unnatural. Grilda, you also see this, but your squirrel eyes, despite your age, seem to be quite keen as they're peering into the area, looking at this.
23, I don't know what means.
I know what mean. No worries. But you can see bits of structure that is clearly not natural coming out of some kind of natural formation of some kind of enormous tree. This thing is gargantuan, massive, almost again the size of a mountain. That's a
Do I
big-ass
see
tree.
black dragon?
In the area, you do not see black dragon.
Do I see it anywhere?
No.
Okay, girl, to go down.
Alright, Gilda.
I probably don't really say much. I mean, we're still heading in the right direction, right?
You're a little off base, but you can course a line by just kind of moving just like a few feet over. It's basically just that you keep bumping into trees and they set off your alignment ever so slightly.
Okay, we'll just make sure that we're still getting on track, I guess.
More than makes sense.
Dragon might be in city. Cause for dragon like being over big cities, you. So city not great.
Hold on. Hey Don. Between the book I read and I don't know, any of the other sessions because I can't remember everything.
Jarvis's brain.
Was there actually any mention of a dragon other than did we think it was a dragon that destroyed the elf city or not? I don't remember. Did we know?
It's certainly possible, but no one received.
We also saw an
Confirmation.
ethereal dragon breaking down the city.
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
have any kind of like full-on confirmation, but you did see, an ethereal creature that was flying over the city, destroying things.
We couldn't make out if it was a dragon or not because of it being essentially see-through.
Okay. But that's kind of the only lead we
Big
got,
giant flying
right?
thing with a breath weapon. We got that.
Yeah. I don't think that any of my other books or anything it said anything, right?
None of your books said anything.
I don't think that there would be a history book that would tell you about the ruination of the.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So
If you find one of those, something's wrong.
okay, I was just checking.
Grilled, I think we should not go to city.
Wait, which city?
The capital.
Big
Oh.
city.
The little capital we're
Not
still
big
even heading
titty,
towards.
big city.
Okay. Well, because there might be a dragon there. Or something.
There might be. Who knows?
There might be a dragon on the road as well. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop going on it.
I'll tell you who knows. I know. Me, Grilda.
You
Is
don't
there
know.
also like a unicorn or something?
We have to find its glade. I'm sure we.
What is unicorn?
It's a horse with a horn on it.
Can I turn horn into dust?
No.
Okay, that horn dust is sometimes very useful.
Unfortunately, if you kill it, you might get cursed, or you might just get devoured
Too
by every
little, too late.
5-mile vicinity.
You think Grilda survived this long without getting cursed for sure?
I love the idea that like Grilda just has like 8 different curses on her, but
I was
she
gonna
doesn't
say-
know them anymore.
The Jarvis kind of like tips his head to the side and he's like, "Do you have any curses on you now?"
She shrugged. I do not know answer to question.
Jarvis in here, can I research?
He wants to know now.
Do you?
Not that I'm aware of.
Exactly, so answers are same.
Some people consider life itself a curse.
Those people are dumb.
Jarvis will kind of chuckle at that, but he's gonna stay quiet. He's just gonna make sure to say this or that to make course adjustments, and that's it.
Do you? Well, city might be worth it. I might be able to find more brick.
Well,
Cassie just tilts her head. It's like, wait, why would you want brick out of everything?
I need brick to build house.
But if there's something valuable in the capital, you could just get that, sell it, and then buy your own house without having to make it.
I don't like dealing with people.
Fair enough.
Selling requires dealing with people.
At this point, she's just riding backwards on fucking Lux.
Riding backwards.
He attempted to kidnap me, and now I need to turn around.
Oh god, I just thought of something.
What? Dare I ask what ran through your hand, Butters?
yeah.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
By the way, Don,
Yes.
would that look at the old capital and everything? Is there a way to kind of like guess how many more days it might take to get there?
Based off your perception check, you'd say that with the travel you've already taken, it's at most, if you're going at a normal pace, it would take about a week. If you go at a slow pace, obviously that'll increase the time. If you go at a fast pace, that'll decrease the time. Obviously, each have their benefits and
Pros
negatives.
and cons.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna continue reading then. This is crap.
How long will it take? Goes back to reading. Excuse me.
Throughout the week, Grilda will just start telling stories. Each day, the last story is now contradicted by the new
Jairus
in
is
some
gonna,
shape or form.
Jairus is definitely gonna excitedly listen to them anyway.
She's just writing them all down.
So there was big Minotaur man. I'll leave that story there. You can
Just imagine as soon as those words leave her mouth, Cassie's like, nope, no, just walks off in the woods.
You can imagine where that one goes.
Yeah, Jairus being like, oh. Curious the whole
Your ass is too curious. Oh god.
Oh.
Two Minotaurs, one time.
Huh?
No.
Great time.
Great time.
I love the idea that Jairus just wants to hear all the information, meanwhile Cassie wants to hear none of it.
Yeah, Jairus is definitely like smiling. He does not believe in this shit, but it's fun to listen to.
Jesus.
But yes, we continue.
Yeah, I guess we just continue until something out of the ordinary happens.
Okay. What pace are you going at?
I guess just normal.
Normal. Grilda gets motion sickness.
I don't mind normal pace. I don't think we're in a rush exactly.
Okay. Bless you.
Unicorn horn
Are you
could
just-
be good weapon. But okay.
Are you guys just going at a like a stealthy normal pace, or you just kind of just going?
I think we're just fucking going.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, perception checks.
Grilda make perception check.
Should I use mine or the owls?
Are you looking through your eyes or the owl's eyes for the entirety of the time you're doing this?
Oh, well, most of the time I'm just leaving the owl on, like, sentry duty, so...
So you're looking through the owl's eyes?
No,
I don't think he's
Or is
looking
it just-
through the owl's
okay,
eyes.
then
I think
perception
he's
check-
reading in the owl.
Then a perception check from, I'll say both of you.
Okay.
Oh boy, natural 1. Excellent.
Oh, no. Yeah, because the owl... I just set the owl...
Butters is still very bitter.
So that is how many people are?
You gotta roll with advantage,
2,
Charlie.
3, 4,
Huh?
Just see if
Which
you
one?
can.
6,
The owl.
7.
Oh, the owl still gets advantage?
Wait, is it sight based?
Yes.
Yeah, then you roll one more time, see if you get an nat 20.
We'll take the 22.
Okay.
19 or 17. Fuck.
Okay. So, Cassie, your mind is doing its own thing. Kind of just off in your own little world, caught up in your thoughts, trying to make sure that it's all sorted out because, you know, you have no idea what's wanted or desired of you. And you're being told, hey, we need you to come here, which is, you know, needless to say, it's a little bit perplexing, a little bit odd, but not really sure what to think. Erthos didn't roll? I was about to say, I saw him roll like one of the first ones, wasn't he? Yeah, it was the 25.
Oh, okay.
No worries, I was paying attention.
I just didn't scroll up enough, I guess.
You're fine.
Anyway. Go ahead.
As the rest of you are watching, you guys begin to notice that the mist is beginning to clear out a little bit. It's starting to be a little bit thinner now that you're actually getting more away from what area you were in before. And as of right now, the only thing that you see is that you do see a creature, a corpse of one, similar to the one that you found previously, considering the fact that you had seen redcaps before. Its death and the method of it are pretty similar. Can someone who's driving?
It's usually Venora, right?
Or Earthos.
Yeah.
Grilda can drive, if wish.
Okay, Venrora, I need you to make an animal handling check.
This is not bode well.
Yeah, right.
The mule stops when it sees the corpse, but with a little bit of coaxing from you, a little bit of persuasion of the animal handling variety, you are able to get it to continue, although it does make an obvious desire to not want to go directly towards the body.
Grilda's eyes are in skies.
What does the corpse look like?
It looks to be a deer, and much like the one that you guys had seen prior, it has a part of its body that looks like it was kicked in.
Like the, what do you call it, Goliath?
Like the various things
No,
that
the
you've seen.
Goliath looked to be something that spits acid of some kind.
Yeah, the one, the body that you'd seen, yeah, that looked like
Yeah.
acid. This looks like it had been running and then had something about the size of a small foot slammed against it, and from the way that its body is caved in around that area, it matches with the other body you found that was similarly pummeled, destroyed, and just basically blood was everywhere from that red cap kill as well. Which, considering how close you were to where you had slain the red caps, it isn't comfortable, but it is something that you can be aware of.
Yeah. Can we tell how fresh it might have been killed?
Make a survival check if you're going to go over and check it out.
Grilda will walk.
I'm still gonna look through the owl. I'm not getting out of the box.
Okay.
Grilda will get out the cart and walk.
Okay. If you're making a survival check, make it with the owl's stats, because you're looking through the owl's eyes.
Alright.
I'll walk with
not,
Grilda.
not with advantage for survival.
Yeah. Let me. How do I just?
It's
do
not
that with the
proficient
owl?
in survival,
Yeah, you
so
just click
can
wisdom.
roll
Yeah.
wisdom.
Just hit wisdom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not like I'm proficient with it.
Still fucking good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not bad at all. Based off the information you can see, Grilda, and Gyrus, you're kind of just peeking over the shoulder, taking a look at this, you'd guess it's not old enough for like decomposition to fully set in. You'd say at most this would be about 3 days old.
Can
At most.
Grilda make food out of this?
With your survival check, I'd say you could pick some of the meat up, and it is still technically usable. You're gonna want to, make sure you cook it really well. Otherwise, you might get sick.
Grilda will take.
What kind of creature is this?
It looks to be the body of a deer.
Can I roll
Grilda
like
will
medicine?
take out- Grilda will take out a knife and start cutting.
Okay.
Can I roll like
yeah.
medicine to see what killed it?
The big
Can I-
hole in its
Let it,
chest.
Or rather, not
He said
medicine.
it looks like a red cap.
It looks similar to when the red cap killed the other creature. Lots of just a bludgeoning impact that killed it, and then lots of blade marks that look like it has been just chopped to hell and back, particularly around the head and face, where it just let out whatever aggression it had, and part of the front part of the skull caved in by probably another boot.
I will also keep tail of deer for self,
Okay.
just in case.
Okay.
Just in case.
I'd imagine it probably has like pieces of broken bone just kind of like displaced everywhere, or like things like that, or just dirt in general, or slight decay.
Only slight, not enough to imply that you would get really sick from eating this. But again, you'd want to make sure that this is cooked thoroughly.
I will also take blood from deer and write something on tree and druid.
Okay.
No medium rare venison today, folks. Only the most well have done.
In druidic on the tree and blood, I just write red thing here.
Okay.
There go. And I'll go with my venison and go sit back on the.
Okay. So easily enough, you're able to make that mark on a tree and have that set aside so that you don't have to worry about
I will
that.
cook it within day.
Okay.
So don't go too bad.
Smart idea.
Okay.
One way, I will also try to find slugs and/or worms.
God damn it!
I should refill jar
What?
if can.
Okay. Make another survival check.
23.
You do find some worms that are kind of crawling around the area of the creature. Not fully at it, but close enough. No slugs in this area, though.
Okay, I take and put in jar.
Okay.
Extra protein.
Yes. Then we go again. We go off.
Okay. For the rest of the evening, things appear to be calm and simple. You are able to make camp. Alright. You're able to cook the food. You can hear the distant hooting of other owls, other creatures. Very faint, very scattered, very scarce. This area appears to be not brimming with as much wildlife as you were expecting, but you also were not moving really stealthily, so any normal creature seems to be giving you guys a fairly reasonable berth. So, what watches would you like to take?
I'll take second.
Okay.
Also, I can hear those sighs and it fills me with terror.
I will take first.
Okay.
Grilda will try to climb tree and sleep there.
I'll take second with Cassie.
Okay.
I'll do
I-
first with Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
I will take third and be in tree.
How are you situating yourself in the tree?
With rope.
With what?
Rope. I tie self to trees so no fall. Then I put like bedroll against the back so don't have back problems.
Okay. Make a survival check.
Okay. 10.
It's passable. You're not really sure how good it is, but you made it and it's yours.
Yes, I sleep.
Okay.
Wait,
Well,
technically, let Grilda see something. I need to look something up. Sorry, go on. I'll say something in a second.
I like how you speak like Grilda. First watch. Perception checks.
NPR, you want to do advantage or you want to do one of each?
I don't know. Depends if you're going to be looking out as well.
I mean, we both got pretty good perceptions. It's a toss up.
You might as well roll.
Being fair, that shouldn't be how you look at it, but
Yeah.
That is absolutely how you should look at it.
In
no,
which case,
it shouldn't, because
in
your
which
characters
case,
don't know that.
yeah. In which case, I'm going to say, Mad, you're going to make a separate roll because this was decided after a roll was already made. So.
Oh, I was gonna roll myself anyway. No worries.
Yeah, I know.
But what I'm saying is, out of character, I know how good my perception is. In character, of course, I don't know the actual number of how good or not good I am compared to other people. But as a person, I can tell when other people are better at seeing things than I am. Mechanically, no. But
Not really.
logically, yes.
That's really hard to fucking tell. Like,
Especially if it's only like a few points difference, which it's
Well,
understandable.
after you
but-
travel with people for like multiple months, you do tend to figure that out.
I will say this: like me as a person who's not observant IRL will know people are better at seeing shit than I do.
16.
If you stayed with someone for like a few months and they consistently saw generally more things than you did or more details, then you can kind of guess that they're more perceptive than you.
How often do you talk to people about stuff that you see like that?
Not
I
everyone
don't know.
knows.
I mean, how often do you look around and someone goes, "Oh, do you see that?" And you go, "Oh, I didn't."
How often do you have to watch people or watch with people at night, like when you're making?
I was part of the Boy Scouts, man. Don't you try and call me out on that. I
So
camped
you
out plenty.
know.
I'm an Eagle Scout. Don't you try and call me out on
Uh-huh.
that.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about, Guru. I was a Boy Scout too. That's why I also know what I'm talking about.
Crash the Boy Scouts!
Moving on.
Oh shit! We could have a Boy Scout fight here.
Interesting. Venora, the night seems calm. Pretty standard. Earthos, the majority of the watch seems it's pretty lazy, pretty standard. The only thing that catches your attention, that makes you kind of like looking around a little bit more, is that you hear a bit of rustling brush at a few different points. Like here, when you look over to
Whereabouts?
where it is, you
What is that?
by the
So
time you
specific.
see it and you're able to pinpoint it, you see where you see the brush is, but it's small patches, not like a big patch you can just follow the trail of it. And when you're looking around, you don't see anything else moving. And at another point, you hear another shh, a little bit a ways, and you kind of peek over, and it's another little brush, little area that's not super compact, not really follow the trail sort of thing, just a little bit of brush that's rustling.
Are they all generally like concentrated in one area, or are they all around?
The brush is rather spread out in this area. This is not an area with so much underbrush that something would be incredibly unseen moving towards you, but they might brush up against a thing of brush or two on the way there for most creatures that are medium-sized or such, or bigger. Bigger would definitely make a lot more noise, and bigger would definitely be seen.
Hmm.
But as of right now, you're looking around and you're seeing a bit of brush that's rustled, and it slowly just kind of goes to a stop where nothing is moving. And all goes quiet again.
I'll tell Cassie and Gyrus that I heard the rustling, and I'll point to whereabouts it was through the night.
Okay. So
Okay.
when your watch ends, you make sure that they're made aware of these areas before you go to sleep. And Cassie and Gyrus, it is your turn on watch.
Cool. Can I send the owl out near where he said
Sure.
to see if the owl can catch anything?
Sure.
Would it be a perception check for it?
Yes. What sense are you using? You're trying to just look around?
Yeah, just to see if it sees or hears anything, I guess.
Perception with advantage.
Cool. There we go.
Also, Cassie and Gyrus, you can debate amongst yourselves. You're rolling separately individual perception checks if you're rolling one.
What do you
want
want
to do separate?
Separate? Okay.
Okay.
That's up to you. Do you want to do separate, or do you want one of us to have advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, because you have the owl and I have the horn.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine doing it separate.
There's 4 people technically on watch, or creatures, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. The kitchen.
Okay. I never noticed that Lux had an E at the end of its name.
Oh no, I just put that. I was hoping it would help you with his gender.
Wow.
Amazing.
So, Gyrus with the owl looking around. Doesn't really see much. Everything seems to be pretty standard, pretty casual. Lux also is looking around. Doesn't seem to be catching anything afoot, anything afoul. Cassie, you do. It's a very faint sound, and it doesn't. It's not like a constant sound, which is what's kind of throwing you off. But as you're like watching through the night, just trying to keep your eyes and ears aware, just in case, waiting for any rustling brush, you hear every now and then you hear a
what it sounded like to me.
It goes quiet for a little bit, and you hear it's very.
Does it sound like rustling or like someone sharpening a weapon?
Not like a steel on whetstone. It sounds like some other sound. You're not super familiar with the sound.
You hear that?
He looks up.
Listen.
Can I hear anything?
Not really.
He kind of shakes his head. No?
Do I have an idea as to where it's coming from? Like, can I pinpoint which direction it's coming from?
Looking around, trying to get a visual confirmation to try and see where it is. You're looking around. You're not really seeing where it's coming from. You hear a faint like crackling kind of sound from Grilda up in the trees above, but that's not the sound you heard. When she moves, there's like the tree kind of like making like, but the sound you heard was different. And looking around, you don't see anything.
What sort of noise is it?
It could be equated to like a rustling sound, essentially, right?
Kind of.
Rustling, like something moving around.
Does it sound nearby?
Is it one of those sounds where it's like it sounds like it could be either nearby or far off?
A little bit. Like it's like you feel like it's in the immediate area, but the more you're looking around, the more you're realizing there's nothing there. Which means it might just be something that's loud enough that you're able to hear it from far enough away, or you're just missing something that should be obvious.
Is there any chance that I could roll survival per chance to see if I notice anything?
Sure.
Wow.
Looking around, trying to get your bearings, figure out what's going on. For the most part, everything seems pretty casual, pretty much as it should be. The only thing that stands out to you is that as you're looking over some of the stuff around the camp, there's bits of like a powdery grayish yellow substance on one of the plants, like just a little bit of it, just like on part of it, like it kind of looks pollen like, but you're not experienced with a great deal of the pollens of this area to be able to confirm that. That's the only thing that really stands out to you, because I mean you weren't really paying attention to them coming in, so you have no idea if this is new or not.
Can I like cut the plant without removing the pollen and bring it back?
Like pull it off?
No, like
leaf?
cut. Yeah, I guess like cut the leaf off without touching the pollen, because I don't know what this is.
You could potentially do that,
pollen.
yes. Hmm?
So cut it off and bring it back. I don't know where the hell this came from, but maybe she'll point up at the branch. Maybe she'll know when she wakes up.
Looking at it, I'm guessing there's probably no way I can figure out what this is either, right?
What are you proficient in?
In
In intelligence.
In intelligence? Intelligence-wise, proficient in Arcana, and that's it.
If this is a nature proficiency check, give it.
Are you proficient?
Yes.
Oh, no. Oh, is that?
I'll let
You
you
are?
roll I'll let you roll a nature check, and I'll let Gyrus roll a intelligence check.
Okay.
I rolled a 3.
Both of you are looking this over. Maybe Grilla will have a better chance of this. She knows the area a little bit better, at least that's what she said.
Yeah, we'll leave it to her then.
Can I pull out the botany book and see if anything stands out to me?
Sure. Roll an intelligence check for the botany book.
Can I help at all?
I'm gonna say no.
I'm consistent.
You are very consistent. Looking over the botany book, nothing in here matches up.
It was worth a shot.
We'll just wait till morning on.
Or at least tell her now, so that she can look it over during her break.
Okay. So anything you are doing before the switch changes or shift changes?
Not me. I'm just reading, doing nothing.
She, motherfucker! I said she!
Okay. So when the shift changes over, allow you to let Grilda know what you wish to let her know before you head to bed.
Grilda.
She's still on the tree.
You're a little bit more well-versed in the plants in this area.
Sure.
Could you help identify what this is?
She will climb down tree.
Okay.
What?
She'll hold out the plant.
She
Well,
takes
rather
from
the
hand.
pollen.
Pollen or plant?
The pollen is on the plant.
Yeah. Girl, the lick plant.
Okay. And you like the plant?
Yes.
Okay.
First thing first, do I know the plant?
You,
Won't stop the course of action, but
the plant from what's your nature proficiency modifier?
+1.
+1. Okay. It's from one of the nearby plants. Probably harmless.
Yes, I lick.
Okay.
Yeah, no matter what, I wasn't stopping the course of action.
I knew that was going to be your course of action. Make a con save.
Is it a
Oh
poison?
no.
Due to the
Good.
nature of this, I'm going to say it's not a poison.
Okay.
Not a conventional one, at the very least.
22.
Yeah, you lick it. Ugh. Tastes
It's
funny,
salty.
but not salty. It's like there was a taste to it at first, but immediately there's like your mind just like blocked it out, and it just tastes like nothing. Like it just
It's
whatever
salty.
taste there was, it doesn't exist. Yeah, I'm just
It's
letting you know
salty.
for your own purposes, but you tell them it's salty.
Ew.
Salty? That's it?
She
Two very
She-
different reactions.
she pockets plant and goes back.
Well, I suppose we don't have to worry about it then.
Most funny that will know.
Actually, she'll just eat it and then go back up.
You eat the entire leaf. You just kind of shove it in your mouth. It doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah, I just eat.
All right. Then you climb back up and make a perception check.
I will go off in the woods, get branches and things of sort, and then come back and build fire for cooking as well.
Okay. We'll throw that in as part of the perception check.
Wow.
1 second. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. I had to mute myself. So Grilla, you go around, and as you're going through, you notice a few areas where it looks like some of the branches were like bent and snapped in certain places. Makes it so the branches are really easy to pick up off the ground. Already dead. They're good dry wood. They're not going to smoke too much. There's a few branches that are more recently broken. They're not going to be as dead, so they might smoke a little bit. But I mean, they're branches on the ground. Dry them out a little bit, and you'll be fine.
Yes, I grab.
You go and you set up the fire to begin cooking it, to begin preparing yourself a meal for yourself and anyone who wants it. The sun rises and you all awake.
Who wants food?
Cassie just stands up and walks over.
She probably didn't wait for most people to wake up, just so you're aware. As sunrise was happening, she screamed.
Cassie don't even care. The word food just crossed her lips.
Take!
This is
And I'll
gonna
give her whatever
break.
food I managed to scrounge.
What is it?
He's gonna eat whatever the fuck she made.
What am I shoving into my mouth?
I don't
Ass.
fucking...
I asked for sake of brevity because she's gonna react too late.
It's pretty decent food. It's,
What did she find on? I'm scared. He sounds hesitant.
I find the baby deer.
Oh, the baby deer? The
Just the baby.
Baby.
The rotting corpse of a deer?
it was the one that had been kicked in.
No, I wish I wanted to find... That wasn't a baby. Just wanted to be a little fucked up.
Yeah, it wasn't fully a baby, but it was younger though.
Now eat.
Jairus is eating.
All right.
Cassie just puts it in her mouth and walks off.
Puts it in mouth.
This is quiet.
I get bigger leaves, Guru. I try to find bigger leaves. I put a bit of deer on, and then I just put down next to Urtho's face and do the same thing for Venera. There's food by face or on face. She doesn't have bed.
Well,
Okay.
Arthas would have been up and would eat it.
Okay.
I just love the idea that Arthos is up and he's just like chillaxing on the ground for a bit, and then just all of a sudden, deer meat on your face.
Right.
Well, leaf
By the
with
way.
your meat on face.
Yes.
There is barrier.
Yes.
How does it taste, by the way?
Like deer meat.
A little. There's a little bit of dryness to it, but it's still good meat. Makes you a little bit thirsty.
Okay.
Or if you want, you have your water skins that you can drink from.
We have no dragon milk.
You don't have any dragon milk.
I know. I just have to, look Fato when,
Yeah! The
Okay. So, why go to Unicorn in the first place?
It was requested by another unicorn. I'm apparently a messenger.
It's just her eyes just like squint. Like, that's strange.
There's something
Dude.
going on in the capital that this unicorn is guarding that he needs help with.
Dragon! I have cracked the case.
He cracked my head open as well.
If need be. If you wish. Do you wish?
Hold off on it for now. I'll give you the signal if I want it.
Okay, what's the signal?
Me tapping the top of my head and
Got
looking
it.
you dead in the eye.
I just heard the first part, and she just turns around.
I'm gonna forget this later. Tap the top of my head.
I know, this is gonna be so bad for the future.
Oh no.
Guess we're just gonna eat and continue traveling like normal.
All right.
Yeah.
I will do circle of camp first.
Okay. Also, you guys remembering to stay hydrated?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone is?
Grillo will drink on piss if have to.
Oh
find-
god!
I find enough food and water for everyone, Guru.
I'm
since
asking about if
Grilda's
you're drinking from
providing
your
the
water
food.
skins.
If we're drinking out of our water skins.
Yeah.
As opposed to... Oh wait, actually...
Drinking your piss.
I have the alchemy jug. I'll literally just get enough water for everybody.
Yep,
Oh,
your
I
water
was
skins
gonna
are
say-
full from the night before. So,
I mean,
Were they
yeah,
full day before that?
yes, because you have the alchemy jug, and Venrora was able to make water for it.
Yeah, I
I
mean, we're
don't
drinking
trust
that.
magic water.
I was gonna say, I mean, technically the alchemy jug's on my inventory, but
Grilda tries to
Uh.
find own water. She does not trust me.
And we're all just like, she's the only.
when we were splitting up Z's stuff from before, that's the one thing he grabbed.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I said I as an I, but I meant we.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Of
mean,
course.
Darius would be totally.
I try to
Um,
find
making that
own
shit anyway.
water, like I said. I
Right.
do not trust magic water.
Athos is drinking water.
Okay.
He's drinking his own water like a good boy.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
But Grilla, you put the water
Yes,
into your water
okay.
skin and then, drink it down as much as you would any other.
I find own water first, but yes. I do not drink their filthy magic water.
Okay.
Filthy magic water!
Filthy magic water. Okay. Grilda, you find a little stream that you're able to. It's already full of water. It's a little bit slightly empty,
I don't
like halfway.
trust their treacherous ways. I squirt out own water and pull my own new water. I
Yeah, I
think
will
they
be drinking
filled
that
up
magic water.
water skin when I sleep. Damn unlucky bastard.
I believe
Okay.
we traumatized an old woman.
Everyone make a con save. Grilla, make it
What?
with advantage.
Okay.
Wait, all of us are making con saves?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. Grilda rolled 22 because you drank water.
No, you don't know why.
I-
It's a failure.
You hounded us about it, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Yeah. Another confirmed
Wait,
failure.
Grilda will be last
This one-
survivor.
Does the horse make it or no?
Did
Have you been
get
feeding the horse,
horse
from
water?
your water skin?
From the alchemy jug or from my own water skin?
Just what? How are you feeding this horse water?
Whenever I find water that way?
So from
Through
like
the
a
water
brook
skin
and a
if
creek?
possible.
Through the
Yeah.
water skin if possible. Okay, make one for Lux.
I said bacon.
Okay, that's a definite success.
Grilda rolled 22.
I'm waiting on the Venrora roll.
Mad's not in the voice chat.
He's not in the voice.
What? No!
You
Get
bastard.
your
He's
ass
also
back
not
in
the
here.
Roll 20.
I'll roll. I'll
Rip.
roll. I don't want to roll for him. I'll have him roll for himself.
If he
Yeah.
doesn't,
Back in just a
give him like 2 minutes, and then if he's not back by then roll
Hold
for
on,
him.
hold on. Mad.
So I'm gonna fucking cook a bacon in this house, and I'm gonna lose my shit.
Fried bacon or turkey bacon? Ooh, stay.
You say this, but I actually like turkey bacon.
Huh?
I said you say this, but I actually like turkey bacon.
Their normal bacon burst. It's just opinion, and it's also healthier though.
So grilled up, you empty out your water skin, you fill up with some new one, and you take a drink, and yeah, you're fine. Yeah, this is a good day. You walk back to camp, and Cassie has doubled over and has lost all of her food.
Oh, great!
I cook food for no reason.
Earthos,
Eat it. She
Earthos?
points at the puke. Eat.
Earthos, you are doubled over, just on your side, just you're about ready to throw up as well. You are just completely just in pain in your stomach. Gyrus,
He'll make himself throw up.
okay, you throw up. You still feel it.
Oh, now you throw up too. You eat too. She just.
Gyrus, you're not feeling quite as bad. You're not feeling like throw up bad, but you're also feeling the effects of just this stomach. It is piercing through you. It's making it hard to think, hard to do anything. The three of you are poisoned for the next 8 hours.
Yay!
Ugh.
Eat the puke. You throw up my cooking. Eat puke.
Cassie just lays down.
Lux just throws his head and looks down at you like, what?
I love the idea that the horse is just kind of like, what's wrong with you?
Hey, roll for the meal.
Sir,
Sure.
do I know any way to help with poison effects? Like, what to do about it? I don't know.
I'm not a high enough level to have lesser resto.
Make a disadvantage intelligence check.
Not a medicine check?
You're trying to remember information about it. This isn't diagnosing it.
Diagnose!
Okay.
I'll allow a disadvantage medicine check.
Oh, okay.
I'll allow it.
Cool.
To be fair,
I'm not
Guru,
sure
the
it makes
exact
much
question
difference.
she asked was how to diagnose it.
Oh, well, never mind.
Nope.
Can I try it? Why the fuck not? Wait, actually, question.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is... It would be medicine regardless. Yeah, fuck it, I'll roll it. Because I was wondering if somehow I can fucking make a nature check if I could see what poisoned me.
The mule is also sick. To see what poisoned you, I'd say that'd be an
Be a
investigation
Seems like
check.
I'll hit on that.
Investigation?
Yeah.
From who?
You asked about
Okay.
Even
I mean, does the water taste weird?
The water had a mild tart taste to it, which it's not normal, but you're also drinking from spring water and such like that, so sometimes that can be... Actually, she drank from spring water, but the rest of you drank from the magical source of alchemy water, so it's a little bit odd. It's a little bit different. I mean, it is magic water, and this is some of the first times you've been actually using it to do this, so
Great,
you're not
so
sure
we-
if it's fully
I
supposed to
actually
be like
think
this,
this is the
but
first time water might be coming out of that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because Z never once went with the boring option of water.
Is there any chance that I can medicine check myself?
You also hold on. You also
Okay.
do notice that around the mouth of the water skin, there's a few like little white flecks.
Do they look similar to the pollen on the plant?
No.
Okay.
The pollen on the plant ones were like a gray yellow.
That sounds even more disgusting.
These ones are just white.
I also gotta say, it's hilarious to me how like, let's ask the druid. She knows about nature. Me over here with one of the lowest proficiency,
Are you sure
proficiencies.
about that?
Yeah.
Just like funny joke.
Well, Arthos is gonna eat rations and get on the cart.
Okay.
Can I see if I know
I
at
made
all what
food.
these...
Why you not eat food? I'm confused.
Can I see if I know at all what these specs are?
Intelligence check disadvantage.
That is a wasted nat 20.
Make it one lower. Make that 5 one lower.
Why?
That would be what Grildus would be.
No, make it one lower for its own reason.
Oh, no.
Did you see it, Guru?
I heard it.
Son of a bitch. Butters, goddamn it.
How did you hear it?
He can
Till
hear
I
you
heard-
snickering is what he means.
Yeah. No. You have no idea what these are. Your only thing that kind of like comes through your head is that, oh dear gods, you have a splitting headache now.
Do
You
you
think
tell
too
the
hard.
rest of us about this stuff, Cassie?
Through searing pain and sickness, yes.
You
Do
see,
I-
it's because we get close to a dragon.
That dragon poisoning us.
How many dragons have you met?
How many? He just
What?
stops.
Two.
Decides to not go down that. Do I notice the powdery stuff around my drinky thing? What is it called again?
Water skin
Water skin.
Investigation check disadvantage.
is
Drinky
animal
thing.
flesh.
Taro, I'm sorry, but I just love your words for things.
With the
The
12,
drinking
you notice like one or two flecks, but not too many, so far as you can see.
I might also look as well.
You do not see any white flecks on your skin. But
You
that might
see,
also be
I
because
knew
that might also be because you have a splitting headache.
I knew that magic water would get you people sick.
I don't think it was the jug.
That is why
I don't think so
Grilda
either.
drinks spring water and Grilda's fine. You all drink magic water, you get sick.
Lux
I don't.
turns and stares at you.
You weird monstrosity creature. You get bad.
You see Lux lean back, just like, how dare you?
Look, you horse with wing monstrosity.
He's a pegasite.
Yourself.
Thinking something might have messed with
Tampered.
my.
Say what you want, you people reliant on magic.
Jairus,
Yeah, roll cons.
Jairus, if you could
Mhm.
kill me right now, I will make sure you are well paid.
Tap head twice.
Hey, quick question. Why are we rolling con?
Roll a con save.
Okay, there you
You
are.
don't need to know.
Yeah, you definitely need to.
Roll, motherfucker, roll!
You are poisoned for the next 8 hours.
Ooh, that's a
See,
strong
I'm
con save. for-
telling you people drinking your magic water get sick.
Yeah, apparently, I think, did all of us but her, get poisoned?
Because she
Yeah,
rolled,
the
her
horse.
and Lux.
Yeah, okay.
But the
Because
horse
she
is
rolled a
drinking the
20
same
something.
fucking substance as us.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems like.
Yes,
there's
but she's
some,
also monstrosity, so
Yeah.
insides work different.
it also
Celestial.
Seems like there's
What is
some
the-
white flecks around our water skins, around the top of
White
it.
specks around water skins are just things that are at corner of mouth whenever lips get.
Are you talking about dry skin?
Yes.
Make a perception check,
No.
Grilda.
Okay. I'm almost positive I am correct.
Cassie's been on her back this entire time. She just leans her head back
Yeah,
to look at you,
alright.
like, why?
Nah,
I
you're
think
fine.
all of us are chilling.
Yes, I'm fine.
By the
So,
way,
if everybody else poisoned, does Grilda need to drive car?
Aww.
Fucking mule.
The mule is just
You have
laying
to
down,
work.
looking very just.
Hey, get up! I slap his hiney.
It looks up at you like, ah.
the mule poison.
Slap, slap,
Is
slap.
the mule poison?
Yeah, the mule failed his con
Oh.
save.
Oh
Great.
no.
He-
Patting his butt.
He eventually shakily gets on his feet. He's not very solid on it, but he'll allow himself to be hoisted to the cart. He's
Poor baby.
Go.
he is not having a good time.
Grilda puts on reins on horse.
Which horse?
Mule. I will not touch monstrosity. So, I put reins on horse and
I just
tell
imagine
everybody.
Lux
to get in
staring
the car.
at her like, bitch.
I don't know difference between celestial and monstrosity. They're the same thing. Yeah. Hits the.
You do notice that the mule is being very slow and no matter how much you yah, it's pulling you, yes, but it's taking it at its own pace and its own
You know,
paces.
go faster. You know, get food.
It, like, stops, looks back at you, and stops moving completely.
Don't make me cut a bitch.
It starts to lay down.
If you
Okay,
kill
we
our
leave
only
it
source,
I will unrein the horse, push it over, and then hook myself up to the cart as I turn into a warhorse and start moving.
The mule gets up and kind of just follows behind. It's slower, but it tries to keep up.
And I go full speed.
Oh,
no.
No, don't.
the mule starts fading
Cassie will
behind
get
you.
out.
You hear someone hop out of the cart. Well,
Build the
kind of halfway roll
Yeah,
out the
that's
cart.
essentially what it is. She just like rolls out as she face plants.
I'm not going like fast. I'm just going
You
the
said
full
full
60
speed.
feet I can move.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that is 60 feet.
Yeah, which
I'm not
you're
fast.
leaving the mule behind. The mule has 40 feet.
I'm fine with this.
Which, to be fair, Cassie, are you in the cart or are you on the Pegasi?
I would have suspected that she's on the Pegasi because she can't, like... She barely knows how to ride the bitch in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Riding it while sick is not a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Just making sure. So Cassie rolls out and the mule just kind of walks up to her and kind of like nuzzles her, just like... And then just kind of lays down, just like...
She will pat his side.
So everyone else is staying on the cart?
Yeah, I'm just laying back on the cart, and I'm just gonna keep looking through things through the owl's eyes, because I can't do anything right now. I'm
Okay.
best to just rest.
Arthos?
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay. Arthos?
Pew pew.
Hmm?
You staying on the cart?
Is the mule still...
Falling behind and currently with Cassie. And
Does
Lux.
it lie down?
It laid down because Cassie kind of rolled out of the cart. As soon as she
That
gets up,
wasn't
it'll try
why
and
it
get
laid
up.
down.
It laid down to lay down next to you. As soon as you got up, it started getting up as well.
I mean... Okay. Mule can dash, can't it?
As of right now, no. It's not feeling up to that.
It's just
It
not
can't.
willing.
It can, but it's poison like the rest of you.
It basically it's the equivalent of, do you really want to like sprint when you feel like you're gonna vomit?
You
Mm,
can, but do you
What
want
do you
to?
want?
I suppose... Well, Arthos doesn't know if Grelder can understand or not, but he'll tell Grelder to slow down, but...
I will slow down by 5 feet.
Okay. So you tell Grill to slow down, and you can tell that there's a slight decrease to it, but after about a minute, you can't see Cassie or the mule anymore.
I tell Grelder to stop.
She will go to a light trot, but will not.
Okay. I guess I just kinda, I don't know. Is Gyros able to hear? Like Arthos would probably like, tap Gyros on the shoulder or something.
Oh, he'll look over.
Could you look over Cassie, please, to see if she's gonna catch up again or something?
He nods and flips back to the owl to go check on him.
Okay.
The mule is baby.
Slowly trailing behind, I guess.
Alright. So Grilla keeps up the pace of a healthy, strong warhorse that is just not really caring about the woods around it, just moving on right on along through, carrying a good chunk of the party along ahead. Cassie, back with the Pegasi and the mule.
You know she's no longer within full speed, just so you're aware.
I'm aware. But you also put a significant amount of distance between yourself and them regardless.
I don't know what I'm saying. She's lightly walking at this point.
Yep. I'm aware.
You made it sound otherwise. That's why I was clarifying.
He says poison night.
Cassie,
We might be in a.
as you're beginning to begin making your way forward, that nauseous, just post-vomit sensation of just, you feel grungy, you feel bad, you want to lay down, but at the same time, you gotta move, you gotta walk, you have to keep going. The mule next to you is also kind of making that, kind of like nudging against you, but seems to be trying to encourage you as best as it can, because it seems to recognize that you are here for it. It's not smart, but it has enough of an animalistic understanding that saying with you is safety.
Tis baby.
But baby is on road and needs to keep moving.
Mule is sick. We have a cart. It is the fucking movement.
You
Not the one
are no longer on the cart.
No, I'm not.
The cart is outside of your sight.
We have kidnapped this mule. The least we can do is show it some respect.
Just like the Michael Jordan quote, fuck that mule.
Okay. Cassie, I need you to make me a perception check with disadvantage.
Alright, let's do this, John. Let's kill me.
Can the owl do too?
With advantage for the owl.
With advantage?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Because the owl has not had to drink the water.
Advantage.
Lux, I keep you around so you see things I don't.
Like this. I also like the idea of, okay, the owl sees it. What the fuck does that?
The owl
Cool.
just flies down and pecks Cassie in the face.
Yeah, right.
The owl sees it. Actually, just for giggles. Actually, no. With that wisdom, it wouldn't be able to see it. Never mind. Mule sees nothing.
Mule, okay.
I was going to, and then I realized with the roll that was made that the mule would not be able to see it. So, three of you completely oblivious to this. Just making your way through the forest. Just trying to follow the tracks and the trail that you can vaguely kind of notice. You can kind of hear the sound of the cart moving forward, and you're just kind of making your way forward. The owl lands on a branch and makes like a like
So
kinda,
look up at it.
like Russell like shakes his head from side to side and then looks over and kind of like head kind of popping out a little bit behind you.
Wait, what? Where did it land?
It landed on a branch above you slightly. As soon as you looked at it, it started like shook its head and like tried to like stare not at you but behind you.
I'll look over
Wait,
my shoulder.
Being fair, wait a second. Tara, were you gonna do something?
I was gonna say, like, since I'm looking through it right now, do I see what it saw?
Wait, Guru. How far away is the card from?
Let me see. You said a minute.
You said we ran for a minute, yeah.
Yeah, hold on. 600 feet plus. You're plenty far
Tara, you
away.
can't tell that thing to do shit.
Yeah, you
Is
can't
that
tell it to
far
do
away
shit.
now?
Yeah. Warhorses have a
But it's
big
still-
movement speed.
Here's the thing: it's still familiar, and if it's sent to watch over someone, it would still know. Watch the fuck out.
That's why I
Yeah.
was dictating what it did. Basically, it was
Yeah.
doing what you told it to, and it was doing it in the best way that it could and knew how to, which was to start making noises, get the attention, and then do the creepy owl, like close it, squint its eyes, and then make them go really wide. Basically, say, "Look out!"
What's behind me?
Oh man. Okay. I was gonna say if I wasn't able to look through it anymore, I would have definitely.
No,
You can keep
no,
looking.
You can keep
Through
the
it.
owl.
You
You can
keep
keep the
looking
owl
through
near it. Like you can keep
You
the
can't
owl
get
near it.
mental-
Yeah, you can, like hold on. You can keep looking through it, but you can also just keep the owl around them, and the owl will still act as a creature will. So even if you're not looking through it, the owl will follow your
No,
latest
I get
command.
that. I get
Yeah.
that, but I still would not be comfortable not being able to see with my.
Yeah,
myself.
you'd be able to see through its eyes.
Oh, so I can still see.
You just can't
Yes.
issue new commands to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then my original question stands. Did I see what it saw?
Yes, I was getting to that.
Okay.
What you see behind it as the owl is doing all this is this swamp lady looking humanoid. It's kind of an older looking woman with just very thick crocodile skin, just kind of just thrown onto its back. Doesn't look like it was actually made into like an actual fabric or cloth. It's just like they finished like taking the animal apart, made sure it was dried and stripped of any meat, and then just threw it on its shoulders. Very damp, very wet, probably from the mist, so far as you can tell. But it's just like down to almost to her elbows of this kind of blackish hair with faint streaks running through it. She's kind of got like this like lazy smile on her face. She's just kind of walking up, missing more than a few teeth. You can see one tooth that's just kind of sticking up from an underbite.
She's just walking up to me very casually.
Just kind of casually. Like, granted, she's being incredibly quiet. Like, until the owl started making noise, you had no idea she was there.
Is Jaira saying anything?
Oh yeah, Gyrus is definitely like sitting up and being like, "We need to turn around."
Hello?
Hi there, sweethearts. How you do? What are you doing out here? This ain't no place for someone like you.
Gestures to Mule.
Oh, is this little sweetheart having a hard time? It must be the air up here. It gets all thick and creatures from the grasslands can't handle themselves.
That's what's wrong with me.
You're having it too? Aw, you from them lowland folk people? Aw.
Wait, can I say something real quick? How the fuck did you guys find Grilda immediately suspicious? But this woman's like, alright, I'll talk.
Cassie immediately went into Geralda's house.
No, not immediately. For you guys had a full fucking conversation about.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Kind
I'm
of.
also poisoned.
Which is why you should be more suspicious.
It's more like I just don't even care for it.
Fair enough.
I remember the last time I was like puke sick. I didn't care who the fuck came at me. You could have come at me with a knife and I would have just stared at you. No, not food for thought later. I know that noise.
No, that wasn't me. That was this person. Maybe I can be of some assistance. What all did you get yourself up into? Have you just been from the lowlands to the highland? That's pretty usual. Here, hold on a second. She walks over to a tree, and just kind of starts like banging on it for a second, and then she takes some of the bark and just kind of rips it off. Looks at it, tosses the hard part behind her, and just gets a little knife and starts peeling a strip off before she takes it in her hand, looks it over. Here, have some of this.
She just gave me a piece of bark.
stick it under your tongue and just kind of suck on it.
Can I look at it to see if I know what the hell this is?
Okay, Cassie.
Considering the
A
book.
stranger walks up to you, shows them their wood, and says, "Suck on it."
Roll a nature check with disadvantage.
Would it be straight considering the book?
No.
Damn.
Are you going to look in the book to try and figure it out?
Nah, fuck it.
It's still
I
an
still have my
18.
hand on the mule.
It's aspen tree. I believe that's the correct one. If I'm wrong, I don't know my trees, clearly. Its bark
What
is known as
happens if
a
happens?
painkiller. Basically, it's an aspirin tree.
Is there anything on it, like on the branch? Or not branch, the bark?
On the bark? Not particularly. You know that for some people, sucking on the bark is a good painkiller. Good
I'm
for
saying
headaches.
she put anything on it.
She has a knife that she cut it off of, but it looks like it's at least decently kept. Doesn't look like there's anything, no traces of anything specific. You can make a investigation check with disadvantage. Looking it over, so far as you can see, does not appear to have anything other than the bark on it.
In the back of her head, there's just very quiet, oh, fuck it, and she'll put it in her mouth.
It does not help your stomach. It is a very just kind of unpleasant taste. But by sucking on it, your head does clear up a little bit. Your headache slightly begins to get a little clearer.
Oh, thank God.
Feel a little bit better?
Little bit? Who are you?
I've been out here for so long. People forgot to ask me that for so long. Don't worry about that. It has been a while. They used to call me Old Nan. Used to be the midwife for my city. Unfortunately, I eventually had to leave, and well, old age catches up to you. Your memory starts to fail, and you just kind of have to do what your best is.
And your best seems to be medicine.
Medicine, indeed. I was a midwife. I knew the ins and outs of how to make people feel better. I mean, at least a little bit. Not to say it was particularly great a bit, but that being said, if you know how to make people a little bit more comfortable, it makes it so that they're not having to be so stressed, especially when they're having to go through something for the first time.
Deal with people being poisoned a lot.
Poisoned?
That's what I'm thinking occurred.
That's a
Something-
first for me. I haven't had to deal with too many people poisoning each other since, what was that young boy's name? He thought that his father's new bushes were some kind of berry, and he turns out he was running through poison ivy. Ooh, he had himself a scratching.
Does her silhouette look similar to the one I saw before the Red Caps attacked?
Roll an intelligence check.
Is it also a disadvantage because poison?
Yeah.
Because of the bark, I'm going to say it's a straight roll. It's cleared up your
thank
mind
God.
for the next half an hour to give you a straight roll on intelligence checks. Based off the silhouette, this silhouette is, just looking at her silhouette-wise, this is bulkier. Like, the crocodile skin just kind of thrown over the shoulders. The other one was a bit slimmer, a bit more, you might say elegant. This woman has been out here long enough that she just decided that, fuck it, throw on a crocodile skin and enjoy life.
I can respect that.
So, do I call you Nan? Is that what you said?
Yes, I mean, if you wanna, I mean, you don't have to. I can. Oh, what was my name? think. Forgive me, it's been a while. I think my name was Penella. Or was that the city I was from?
Does Vanilla sound like a name or a city?
It sounds like a name.
Okay, so nothing comes into mind with cities when it comes down to that. To the word, huh? To the title, Penella.
Roll a history check.
Yay! Still at disadvantage, or does Aspen help?
Aspen's helping.
Did we know the name of the original cat?
I will be sending that to Gyrus. 14. There is a place on the north side of the continent that has a place called the Penella River.
You might be thinking of the city. I'm not sure. There's a place called the Penella River up north.
Yes, my family was some of the first settlers there, but long before my time, of course.
Okay, goodness. I was slightly worried.
Worried about what?
I didn't know that if you were going to tell me that you settled there or if someone else had for a moment.
I'm not that old, dear. Now, I've lived myself a long and healthy life, but I'm not that old. At least I don't think I am. How many winters has it been? Too many. I'm not even going to bother trying to count that.
So, I have to ask, are you sneaking up on me?
Oh, that's just my natural state of being. There's been disturbances and rustlings around here, and if you're not stealthing, they might jump up and try and hurt you. I had these little people that I thought I could chat with, but I mean they're much smaller than you. I figured since you were one of them, normal looking folks, you might actually be willing to talk rather than try and use those loud feats to try and kick me.
Honestly, if you came up and killed me, I probably couldn't do a lot.
Why is that? Oh, right, you mentioned being poisoned. That's just, I'm so sorry to hear that. I wish I knew of a way to solve that, but that's just not something that I used to take care of. I mean, I know a few herbs and remedies to help make the pain feel a little bit better, but I don't know how to stop it, sadly. Bless you.
Thank you.
It must be the allergies around here and whatnot. I heard some people don't have the grass treat them too well.
I'm sure the pain will wear off. She holds up the piece of wood. This is definitely helping.
Good.
God, I don't want to talk about it, Butters. For some reason, my allergies are going nuts.
Well, hold on. Here, she walks over and she cuts up a few extra strips of aspen and hands them to you. For the road, just in case. I mean, it was good to meet you. Hopefully this will help you keep your faculties. Don't take them too often. Give yourself a good amount of time. Make sure you're actually in pain again before you take it. Otherwise, it'll start to be less effective. But it should be able to help you feel a little bit better. Hopefully it won't upset your stomach too much. Have you eaten anything?
I ate one thing, but that might have been why this hurts so bad.
What'd you eat?
Well, found a deer on the road.
Well, that's
Probably
not
not my
uncommon.
best idea.
I've had deer off the road before. It's not too terrible. You just have to know how to cook it. I mean, if it was cooked right, it was probably a decent meal at the very least. I mean, hopefully you didn't lose it. Otherwise, you're going to be running low on energy. You're going to be exhausted.
I did lose it.
Oh, that's not good. Here. She reaches into her bag and pulls out a little pouch. She offers it to you.
I never wiped like the white stuff off my. That sounds awful. Off my water skin.
She starts to offer something to you, and then she kind of pulls back and she kind of leans forward. I hope. Is it right if I do something real quick?
Go for it.
She reaches up to your face, kind of cups your cheeks for a second, and then she feels her thumb. You feel her thumb is just dragging across your lips slightly, and then kind of scratching at the corners of your mouth. She pulls her hands back slightly and kind of taps them together, like she's kind of like a silent clap, where she's cupped one hand and the other hand is flat. You see her looking at her hand, and you can see there's a faint bit of white dusting to her hand now. Kind of leans back slightly. Kind of sniffs at it again. Kind of leans back. Taps it. I've never seen anything like this before. Must not be native from here, or maybe it's just deeper into the forest.
We'll find out.
You don't usually put this on your food or whatnot. But then again, if it was white on meat, that would kind of stand out quite a bit.
It was on the water skin.
Oh, so it was your drinking water what was poisoned? Oh, I see. I understand now. You drank some bad water. Or maybe if this was around where you were drinking from, it was expected that regardless of you changing out your water or such as that you'd be, putting your mouth to it and getting poisoned that way. Will explain why you had the white flecks on your lips.
Are you giving me the idea that someone might have poisoned us?
You said you were poisoned. I would presume that if you were poisoned in that regard, yes.
That's what we were already saying, weren't we?
Yeah.
Is that an incorrect presumption? Do you think you just ate something bad? I mean, if you just ate something bad, I apologize. But when you say someone's poisoned, I don't mean to be a downer and such. But I wanna presume the best in people. But sometimes the best isn't what's happening.
Ugh.
You might want to start heading on your way. This place is no place for people like you. Here, hold on a second. She takes out some bit of fruit of some sort, and she cuts a slice off, and she offers it to the donkey. So you guys are arriving right about the time that you see this woman offering food to the mule, who is just kind of like moves over and just kind of. She looks up as she sees the war horse and whatnot. She's like, "Oh my! I haven't seen a horse that big and proud since I was a young girl." Kind of gives away.
I'm so considering doing the trampling charge.
I would have been watching, I guess, through the owl, so I guess.
Now you're conveying all of this
by putting 3 different things in my fucking mouth.
Yeah. I guess she's okay, but
I'll leave you to your friends. It was nice meeting you all. Don't get poisoned again. You hear me?
Thank you, Miss Nan.
That's good. All right. Stay safe in the woods. And don't go lingering in the mists. There are people in there that'll try and hurt you if you don't have your wits about you. I've seen them kick a hole right in through a tree once. Granted, it was a baby tree, but that's still a tree.
wait. What are those?
I don't know what they're called. All I know is that they're little folk with big metal shoes.
Oh, she means the fucking red cap.
There's a name for them?
Unfortunately.
Well, I will have to try and make note of that for later. That they are a right mean and feisty little bunch. Once had them chase me up a tree. If I weren't so limber, I would... She looks down at herself. Well, I used to be limber at least. Hopefully they don't do it anymore in the future.
Watch yourself, man.
I'll do my best.
If the cart is heading here, I'll just get on the cart.
Okay.
Is the mule, is the mule okay?
The mule is following along behind. It's not its best, but it's going to try and keep up with Grilda as best as it can. Is Grilda going to do a half trot like what she was doing before, or is she going to...
A little more than a half trot.
Okay, a little more than a half trot would be around 40 feet. The mule can keep up with that. It's not super
Okay.
comfortable with it just because it's sick, but it can do that without having to worry about falling over and just not wanting to move or live or breathe anymore.
After 2 hours, I have to switch to the mule.
You have a second use of it, don't forget.
Yeah, but he
I know
probably
what I
doesn't want-
said.
I know what you said. I'm just reminding you.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess we just continue onwards like that then.
Alright. So,
Met Gran in the woods.
you guys continue forward. After about 2 hours, the warhorse pulls over and becomes Grilda again, who motions the mule to take up the position on the cart. It's not happy about it, but it does its best to continue the pace as best it can.
Why do you talk to strange old woman?
You're a strange old woman. I talk to you.
I'm a young, voluptuous woman, I'll have you.
You're a strange, young, voluptuous woman. I talk to you.
Yes, but she seems to be ancient.
She also
Really?
gave me something for my head.
You really should not make that a habit, Cassie. Making friends with strangers.
Look, if you're gonna lecture me when my head doesn't hurt and I'm not poisoned. How about that?
Do drink magical water.
Speaking of which, she gave me something. Open your mouth.
Who are you talking to?
Gyrus.
He kind of looks at you, but
I
does
would
so.
not.
If I'm
just
not dead after
because-
putting it in my mouth, then I don't think
That
it'll
is
kill you.
not how it works. Things can have effects that happen later in. Like, it doesn't happen as soon as you eat it, but you become worse later.
If it makes you feel any better, I know what this is and I know how it works.
Doesn't mean she didn't do magic to it.
Your choice.
I mean,
I will grab some.
I was gonna say Gyrus is still gonna open his mouth. Whatever.
So put the piece of aspen in his mouth.
Yes, you do not chew and swallow, you just suck on it.
Oh, I'll suck.
You just like put it under the tongue and suck on it.
He will do as much then.
Its taste is but it does help alleviate your headache somewhat, enough that you can perform some intelligence-based tasks without disadvantage. All the other skills are still disadvantage.
Okay.
Doesn't clear up that much, but it does give you something. This isn't like aspirin of today. It is not refined to that point.
Aspirin gets rid of all those other symptoms for you? Jesus Christ, what aspirin do you got?
Not all of them, but it gets rid of more than just intelligence. One second. Excuse me again. Ugh. I am getting the sneezels. Ugh.
That's a big mood.
Mm-hmm.
Considering you
Yeah.
can hear me sniffling.
Mm-hmm. So, moving at the slower pace does give you a little less distance, but you're moving a little bit quieter. Enough that you're able to continue through without bumping into too many other things along your way. Anyone who wants to can make a perception check with disadvantage.
I took some of that fancy stuff. I ain't got no disadvantage.
I said the
Are
fancy
you
stuff
talking about
was
the
for
aspen?
Yeah, that's for
Yeah.
that's for
That's for
intelligence.
intelligence
It's
checks.
only intelligence?
Yeah, it's not aspirin, the aspirin medicine, which would give you that with wisdom as well. You can
I'm
use the owl.
looking. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say he's so useless. He's literally just lying there like.
Jarvis is like, I am not worth a lot right now. I'm just gonna let the owl do the fucking work.
Arthos is doing the I'm sick and I'm going to take a nap method.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Right.
I will take that 16.
16 is not bad at all. 18 is not bad at all. Ah, there it is. Keeping your eyes open. Grilda, your eyes are more focused on what's in front of you, since you're the one driving. You do notice that the mule, like when you're expecting to need to pull over to eat, the mule seems fine, just keeps right on going. So if you want to, the sun's out, but with the dense foliage above, it's shadowed enough that it's not getting in your eyes currently. There are a few areas that you do pass by where there is enough sunshine to make it difficult, but not in the current vicinity. Venrora and the bird, Lux is an able to speak. Glancing back, behind you can see a shape of a person, kind of just standing and watching you.
What kind of person?
Humanoid in shape.
Mm-hmm.
Not super gangly, but not super bulky. It's not Nan. The shape is just not. It's not that broad-shouldered crocodile skin look to it.
So it's not the lady that we just saw.
No.
Is
Grilda
it closer? Nope.
Grilda hears everyone else kind of shifting about. When she glances back, she'd see it as well.
She got 21.
I'm aware.
Can I have the owl approach it closer?
As you do, the figure is watching you for a second, and as the makes it flapping noises flying above it, you see the eyes seem to slowly look up, and then the head will tilt back and stare at it. In what regard, Grilda? Similar. It's too far away to try and do that. Yeah.
Do I recognize whatever it is?
It's humanoid. It's female. Not the worst looking person, but younger. Very dirty blonde hair. Just kind of watching with kind of this crooked smile. How close do you get to it?
Let's say 30 feet.
30 feet? Okay. As soon as the owl gets within 60 feet, kind of makes this underhanded point towards the owl.
Is he giving him the really complicated FU gesture with the arms?
Not
Wait.
that one. But Gyrus, you do hear this woman say, "If you were half as smart as you looked, perhaps you'd fly further away." Make a wisdom save for the owl.
Oh my god!
On it.
Wisdom save on the owl?
Yep. So click wisdom. It's not proficient.
Okay, so just normal straight wisdom roll.
Yep.
Oh,
5. It has 1 hit point, doesn't it?
I feel like it does.
Yeah.
'cause- yeah.
The owl seems to like
Yeah, 1.
scrunch up and poof into a bunch of feathers that vanish after a few seconds.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, when
She
Gunner flips back to his normal self, he jumps a little.
Yeah, you don't like flip back. You're just snapped back. So all of a sudden you're like looking through its eyes. All of a sudden you're going from looking at this woman to looking into the trees, jarringly suddenly. You are no longer soaring through, trying to be like, okay, I'm balanced. You're suddenly feeling like, okay, what? As you realize, bird, you try and reach out to the bird.
Huh?
Not that it matters, but it's 1d4 minus 1 health.
Yes.
What did you say, Dawn? What?
The bird would have gone poof regardless.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No worries. I double checked. It would have gone poof.
Yeah, when he snaps back, he's definitely gonna have jumped, and now he's sitting back up again.
What's the matter with you?
And he's kind of like vaguely pointing in the direction of that person.
I'll turn to look because I know I didn't notice her at first.
You see the woman. You can also somewhat hear her as you hear this.
I'm tired of people playing pranks on Quilta.
We need to get going.
As you are like all looking at her, she kind of like stares at you with this half smile. This little, oh, this is adorable. You see her
Wait, how
reaching
fast are we going?
like
40
40 feet. So yeah, you're
Oh.
definitely outpacing her as far as you can tell. Like she's like getting further away as this is going on.
Yeah, I
But-
was gonna say, it's like, is she
Yeah.
moving 40
No.
feet in our direction?
No, she's not. The last thing you see of her is her pulling out a pouch, turning around, and like just throwing this dust into the air as she walks away.
Is it gray?
You can't tell. You are much too far away to try and see that.
She did something.
And that something is
I do not have my owl right now.
what?
Why do you people do this?
I was trying to get a better look.
You always bad luck and you always play prank on Quilta. Quilta's getting tired of
What prank is? He shakes his head.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah. mm,
You can
Um.
bring it back, can't you?
yeah, this is just going to take some time.
Oh, how many casts of it did you buy?
Wait, you can ritual cast it. You're a wizard.
No, but
Yeah.
he has to have the
Doesn't
materials.
mean you have to have the material components to do it.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah,
It
they're
has a
expensive.
specific gold cost.
GP.
I was confused because I asked Butters and he said it didn't cost anything during the one shot. And
Yes, because I assumed you had it. Because you're a level 15 character.
Okay, well that was confusing.
It has a 25 gold for the incense.
10!
Or
10!
10. My apologies. Not 25, 10. I was
And
thinking
it's
about a different
consumed.
spell. That is consumed each time you use it.
Yeah. I mean, the first time I cast it was all the way back in the city, so
Mm-hmm.
definitely had the materials and everything.
I thought you said you bought more though.
I recall them saying that as well.
Did I buy more?
I recall you saying you did. In fact, you even
I
went
mean-
into an incense shop to do that.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
And Arthos actually bought you incense as well.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so the incense, the charcoal and herb stuff, do I have that shit now?
You should. Charcoal is something you can literally just pick up from the fire if you need, but it's not going to be expensive charcoal. But you don't necessarily need the charcoal to be expensive.
Yeah. And herbs are just get anywhere. So.
Thematically, I like to imagine a specific kind of type of herbs, but yeah.
Likewise.
Yeah.
But I imagine, yeah, you could just find it pretty frequently anywhere.
I don't have a brass brazier, do I?
If you purchased one, you would.
You have to have one to cast it in the first place, and I don't
Well,
believe
Likely.
the brazier isn't consumed.
No. The brazier is
Yeah.
not consumed.
Would I have brought it?
Would you have?
Would
Probably.
assume would, yeah.
I'm just trying to double check everything here. Okay, so I can just go ahead and start casting this again, right?
If you so wish to, yes.
Okay, well, that thing's fucking useful, so.
Okay, so apparently when I meet a little old lady in the woods, I'm fine. When the bird meets one, it dies.
I
Okay.
think they're one and the same person.
He literally just said they weren't.
My statement stands.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and. Can I go ahead and start, like, doing that again while cart, or.
I'll
casting
allow
that
it.
Okay. Then I'll be busy with that for a little. I'm gonna pick that one again too. It's easiest. Oh shit. Yep, so that's all I'm gonna be doing.
You. Why is this thing following you?
If I knew the answer to it, I would figure out how to get rid of her.
It must be your smell.
What smell? I smell like mud, dirt, blood, and apparently fang.
This must be one of your smells. I don't know why else other people would be interested.
She just lays back in the car and just stares at the sky with huge eyes. It's like the face of, why is this happening?
I mean, hey, if you have any ideas, I'd like to hear them.
Jairus is busy.
Sorry, I just love how that was whispering.
Too busy.
Please hang up and try again.
Too busy to participate in this conversation.
Is the tree any more apparent? How long has it been?
It's been a day. Grilda has an idea. What if Thing does not want you coming to the
Glade?
Sure.
Why would it want to stop us from meeting? No, fair enough.
You said that Unicorn needs help. What if it does not want Unicorn getting help?
Possibly? Maybe we're just in a territory. Well, I say territory like she's an animal.
Also, I would have assumed that her territory was back in Mist.
Bessie just shrugs. Unless she's just taking an interest in us for whatever reason.
Is Eartho still asleep?
He's kind of half napping
He's-
throughout this.
Yeah,
What
he's
do you think, Big Horn?
trying to sleep, but he's just like, frankly, he's annoyed with Grilda's, like, very, just her comments sometimes make him cringe in annoyance.
What do you think, Red Man?
Such as that comment.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what to think, honestly. I just kind of feel like, this hag, what's the chance that she knows exactly where we're going to be? And then
I'm pretty sure this path
catching
leads
up
to
to us.
one place.
Well, there's also the fact that she might be the one who poisoned us.
But also, I mean, we're
Wait,
traveling.
did you tell other old woman where you were going?
No.
Okay, that gives Grilda hope.
I don't, unless she has the weird transformy thing, she probably shouldn't be able to catch up to us.
Or she does not require sleep.
Uh,
And while we're taking rest to eat and go to sleep, she can catch.
That's a horrifying thought. I just thought of something. I love that the voice of God has responded.
Continue.
There was something on our water skins that we assumed is what poisoned us. If we all took shifts, how did someone sneak in close enough to grab our water skins off our person, poison it, and then get out?
Same
That's
way I
what
could do it. It is the same way I could do it.
How?
Go invisible.
But we would still feel or see the
I
water skin.
have my water skin on me all the time.
How? Well, the woman that snuck up to you was sneaky, yes? Imagine if she was invisible, even more sneaky.
But I would still feel my water skin being moved, is what I'm saying.
Not if you're sleeping. They could take it off of your person without you even knowing.
Even then,
We have
they would
people
still.
watching.
They
That,
could be
and they
stealthy
can't
enough
see.
to make it past the people walking.
The canteen would still float.
Not if they're sneaky enough about it. That is the thing.
Probably. I don't know.
It just doesn't sit right with me. How much closer do we look to the tree?
6 days, I'm guessing.
Presumptuously.
Also, Don, I just want
Mostly
you to know that
'cause-
I'm sitting exactly how I thought Cassie would. So I'm just on my back staring at the ceiling. Where's my phone?
When you eventually get the owl back, make sure you mark off that you have used a use of that. It looks like you have gotten closer to it. With Grilda just kind of, taking off a little bit. You're a little bit more south than you intended to be, but it's an easy course correction to continue on your way towards it.
Okay. Let me, take down spell slot. Oh, okay.
Not the spell slot, the material component.
Yeah. Because you can ritual cast it.
It's
Yes.
ritual casted, so, okay.
Yeah, so you can literally just take 10 minutes plus however long the casting time for Find Familiar is, and voila, you have yourself your owl back.
Okay.
Guru.
Yes.
When we did the concerts, were you doing this under the assumption we filled our bottles this morning? Or
No.
the night off? The night
Even
before?
if you did fill it, it was still going to require the con save.
Oh, okay.
Because I think I know what happened. Well, don't know if I can say.
I mean, you can make an assumption.
It's nothing about a creature. It's just what I think happened. It's just they probably didn't infect the water. I mean, think about it. We noticed all the white stuff on the edges of the mouth of our water. It doesn't matter if we drank the water or not. If we put our mouth on that ring, that would probably try to infect us.
Hmm.
Possibility is there. That being said, you guys continue on, and you now have the chance to make camp again. By this point, the poison has subsided. You're feeling drained, tired, and just worn. Grilda, you're feeling...
Grilda is fine.
Yeah, you're feeling fine.
Arthos will look at his water skin again, as well as the alchemy jug.
Yeah, I think we should replace the water, obviously, in all of our water skins and clean our water skins off thoroughly.
How are we gonna
Where
replace
do
the
you
water
know
skins?
to find water skin?
I love how both Grilda and Cassie turned to look at him and went, "Where are we gonna get new water skins?"
Wait, can we not just wash them?
He was saying wash them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I got nothing.
To be fair, he said the word replace.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
totally said wash, but okay.
You said
He said
replace.
wash.
Replace the water.
Yeah.
Replace the water with the alchemy jug water. Replace the water out of the water skins, and also wash the water skins themselves.
Yes, that's what they were saying.
I just rubbed down the nozzle. Kinda.
If I can find a water source, I'll clean mine thoroughly. But that's if.
Grilda, make a survival check.
For what?
Finding a stream to do so.
That was me.
I'm not looking for it.
Then you can make it with... I'll say you can make it with disadvantage for your last disadvantage check of the poison.
Why can't we use the alchemy jug?
It only makes so much.
Don,
It makes a few gallons a day.
Yeah.
Don,
Yeah.
you say
Yes.
the poison has worn off, and then you give me disadvantage. And look what is
One
that?
last check. And basically, you get a natural one because as you're leaving, people are like, well, why don't we just pour the rest of the alchemy jug gallons into it? And you're just like, well, yep, yeah, we're just going to leave it at that.
Thank you.
Okay. I suppose my investigation gets me nothing. Sure.
The investigation for...
I'm inspecting my water skin and the alchemy jug.
At this point, the alchemy jug doesn't seem to have anything around its top. Your water skin, apparently, you don't see any flecks on it. It may have come off during the time that you were traveling. I can't be certain.
So
I don't
wait, from
think I would know about the flex though, would I?
she mentioned them.
Yeah,
You've
she
heard
pointed
it
it out.
mentioned, yeah.
Grilda will also say, so, from what I understand, you come here because Unicorn tell you to. And because it tell you to, all of a sudden you're getting tracked by a thing, your friend apparently died, and water got poisoned. What if Unicorn is that guy?
What was that last sentence? What?
What if Unicorn was bad guy? Or bad woman, I don't want to assume gender of Unicorn.
I'm holding on to hope that a celestial being is not a bad person.
That celestial being means nothing in terms of how people act. There
Generally
are
not
bad
benevolent.
gods.
Well,
What are you hoping to get out of this? What, do you want me to just turn around after wasting all of this time?
No, I am just stating facts.
if a celestial being needed our help, then I'm assuming it wasn't going to be an easy trip.
Gwilda, we're crossing the fucking country. What do you expect for it to be just safe?
No, I am just
Of
stating
course
facts.
we're going to face danger halfway through.
Jarvis
No, I'm
kind of
just stating
nods,
facts.
like, yeah.
Like, this isn't an anomaly. This isn't something that you shouldn't expect. This is just normal. This is what
I
happens
have
when you
walked
cross a
across country
massive
many
forest.
times. I've walked across country many times. I not often get targeted by hag creature.
How many of those times do you actually remember?
A good amount the past few hundred.
You got hunted down by a dragon.
No. We had disagreement. She killed friend. We got an argument, and then I.
Okay.
Jarvis just kind of turns his attention back to making sure his water skin's clean.
Yeah, Athos is gonna, I guess, make sure it's clean, just in case there's something that he didn't see.
By the way, I forgot to ask this earlier, but I have 2 water skins, so did both of them have, like, that stuff on it?
Make an investigation check.
Why do you have 2 water skins?
Man, you never fucking know.
So far as you can tell, it doesn't appear that there is anything on the second one. I mean, it's up to you.
You don't have disadvantage anymore, by the way, Joris.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a 12, which hurts me.
Oh,
Yeah, not poison, but still everyone's surprisingly rolling really badly.
in that case, I'm still going to clean it off and replace the water, just to double check.
I'm just studying the botany book at this point.
Why are you people so hostile towards Grilda sometimes?
Jarvis
'Cause-
is not really responding.
He points at Nebus. She points at Nebus. You raise voice at Grilda.
Turtles!
Do you realize how much I care? You play 2 red tieflings. I'm gonna call them the same thing.
Racist!
Oh my god.
Yes, Grilda is very racist, especially towards.
Especially towards another character that exists in a different world.
She's really old, man. We don't know what plane she's visited.
I just imagine she's just like, you know, you look the same as the tiefling I found when I was walking around. But yeah, I mean, you just say so much bullshit, really, and you complain about us all the time. Like,
I only say that 2 people are bad luck.
yeah, well, you don't have to stay with us, and if you are, then why are you complaining? Like,
Because you people helped blow up house.
Wait, what?
I didn't even want to go.
Please
in
God
your
tell me
house.
Jarvis says that with a mouthful.
You know what? He would.
I mean, over there, I rarely leave house. One time I leave house to help you people, all of a sudden house.
Well, then that's your fault for leaving your house. I didn't even want to go in.
Didn't it blow
I
up?
fed you people, I help you people, and all you do is treat me.
Cassie just stands up and walks off.
I'm gonna follow after her.
She stays within 60 feet of the camp, don't worry. But now at this point, she's just patrolling the perimeter.
Yeah, he's still gonna catch up to her and walk with her anyway.
If you really want me to leave, I will leave. I just don't understand why you were so upset.
That'd have to be a group decision.
Do a little setup in the tree, like you did the night previous. I also find funny how they climbed the tree to poison Broda. Or try.
Dawn,
Yeah, I'm still here.
I have a question.
Yes.
No, probably not. Never mind. Well, actually, yeah. How wet is the mud here, or the dirt, if at all?
The topsoil looks like it should be fairly easy, but if you actually dig into it, it's harder underneath, so it's not going to be easy to just uproot. I actually have to put in some effort behind it.
The entire walk around the perimeter, Cassie will kind of like press her foot in, so there's just a trail of footprints.
Just basically being
In
like,
the
I
circle of
went
the
this
camp.
way.
So she can see if something would disrupt the path, essentially.
Fair enough.
Because I don't have enough bowstring to make a 60-foot perimeter.
Jairus will be noticing this, but
Do you have the alarm spell?
No, you're thinking of Ellie.
Oh, I wasn't, but I was.
I think he was just confused why you were needing strength.
Yeah.
String to trip a motherfucker if I put it low on the tree.
Okay, I was just thinking because the alarm spell would just make an alarm go off if anyone came near.
Yeah, no, I don't have the alarm spell. I don't think I can
Also,
take the alarm spell,
being
actually.
fair, if it's just normal string, it's not tripping. Anything we should be scared of.
Yeah. It would just break the string.
Well, it's actually stronger than you.
The two things we're scared about here, I think, have a high strength.
That doesn't mean that they won't trip on it and break it and then leave a trail.
You just see an indentation in the ground. Oh no!
What kind of landscape is the campsite?
It's a clearing that has
Oh god!
Whoa.
the woods far enough around it to not be overshadowing you, but it's also still got roots around you enough that you guys have to find a place that's not going to accidentally start burning part of the forest that you're not intending to.
What are you doing? The person who left with 70% of my impulse control. Put the ladder down!
Let's see, 25.
If tonight we all put our stuff near the center of the camp, then we could keep an eye on it, maybe.
Yeah, whenever we do get back to the campsite, Jairus will, he'll be kind of looking around, and he's like, I could set up some snare traps again.
Don,
Yes.
this is an insane area. Or insane area. Insane train of thought.
Try me.
What looks like the easiest places to stealth in the perimeter?
The easiest places to stealth in the perimeter?
Mm-hmm. Like, which areas have the most, like, hidden places or dark spots or just... you see what I'm saying?
The ones that would be that you would see as being the most probably would be the ones to the south.
Cyrus to set a snare up over there then.
Okay. Yeah, I'll set up one over there. And let's see. Let me double check. It needs 25 feet, and in my inventory I have how much rope?
I have an explorer's pack if you need rope.
I know you only used 25 for the first snare, so you would at the very least have 25 unless you went out and got more.
I have 100 feet in my inventory, so
Holy crap!
Then you have plenty of rope to use.
plenty. That means I can set several snare traps.
Do you
right?
have
Or
a
is it
spell
just
slots
one?
for it though?
I mean,
I
it
have-
should be a ritual, if I remember right.
Snare, no.
Oh,
Yeah, snare's not. But I still have 4 slots, so.
okay.
So at least use 2 of them.
I'll end up taking last watch in that case, so I can if
Get the long rest.
Yeah, get that long rest. I'll set up. I guess I'll set up maybe a couple kind of near our stuff if our stuff's gonna be all more gathered in the center.
Okay.
And I don't know where else might seem kind of strategic.
I mean, if we're gathering our water skins only, you can literally set the snare around the water skin.
Yeah,
And I think it'll
Well-
trigger.
that too. I guess I could just set 3 around our shit. Well, 1 more towards the west, I guess.
Okay. So you guys set up.
Yeah.
Yourself.
And of course, everyone's aware of where they are, so we don't actually.
I do not put mine in there.
Oh wait, is it one of those things where it only will trigger with what I tell it to trigger with?
No, it's indiscriminate. So you have to tell us where they
yeah.
are.
Okay, then I definitely point out to everyone where they are.
Just use
Yeah.
message so no one can hear it, just in case.
Huh?
I will hide my water skin between cleavage.
Okay.
Watch it fucking still get poisoned.
Hank
And I
don't
said,
care.
Grilda like gave a fair point in terms of it might be following us and it might be watching us, so use message to at least discreet so they don't know what the fuck. Because message is silent.
Yeah. Is it? Isn't
Yeah.
it like?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's
unless they have the
completely silent.
observant feet.
You finish casting.
You don't have to have the observant feet to read mouths. You can.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
that guarantees
just-
that you can.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Oh wait, so does the rope disappear with?
The rope's
Like-
consumed by it.
Yeah, so that means even if it's not triggered later, you don't get it back.
Correct.
Mm,
Ah.
That's why I
It's
said
like-
use 2.
Yeah,
it's like
that's-
you cut off 25 feet of the rope and then
Okay.
use it.
Yeah, in that case, can I just cast 2 then?
You can, yes.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll only cast 2.
Imagine just walking around with just coils and coils of rope, and you're like, "What's that for?" You late at night snare.
What the hell are you doing? I'm setting a trap.
Well, Arthos is
I'm
going to take
hunting
the
ladies.
first. Arthos is going to take the first watch again.
Yeah, I'm gonna take last one this time.
Okay.
I'll take 3rd. Fuck, man.
Okay. so
Small
two for
wizard
third.
alone does not sit well with me.
Then Grilda will take no watch.
Okay.
I guess Venmora needs 2nd then?
Yeah, I'll take second.
Okay.
Earthos, make a perception check. Okay. Looking around, keeping your eyes open. As of right now, there does not appear to be anything moving, no sounds. It's quiet. A good kind of quiet, though. Your watch ends without incident. Venrora.
All initiative.
Perception check.
Not disadvantage, right?
No.
No, you're not poisoned no more.
Good.
There's something in my eye!
Probably how to get that out.
I'm gonna fucking smack you.
Come on, roll 20. Pick up the
We
pace.
shall see.
Roll 20, please.
We shall see.
There
I got
it
an
is!
8.
Nice. Beautiful night. It's quiet, there's a faint breeze, smells good.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, nothing seems to be out there. Things seem to be good. Gyrus and Cassie, perception checks.
I thought they did different watches.
No.
No, they're doing the last watch.
Oh, I can use the owl again, right?
Because you brought it back, yes.
Sorry, ready? This is where we die.
I'm not actively using my owl.
Okay.
I'm using the animal.
Use a perception check for yourself then.
Okay. Perception for myself and one for the owl, I guess.
Christ almighty!
Yeah, I mean, the owl is a different perspective on this than you.
I had a weird image of the owl fully spinning its head around, and that was not a comfortable thought process.
Nope,
I
the owl
mean, if
doesn't
it-
do that.
If it sees something I don't, then it's supposed to tell me anyway.
It's flying into the tree.
Okay. Unfortunately, we are going to have to leave this on a cliffhanger, because I did say that I was going to have to leave a little bit early.
Okay.
It happens.
But as all this is going on, the fire's faintly cracking in the background.
Oh, that's interesting.
What?
Mm.
Not
Cackling
cackling,
fire.
it's crackling. Well, as all this is going on, Cassie, you got some sleep, you feel better, but it's still like, is that, the day after being sick feeling? And then,
Yeah.
Gyrus, you hear the wood of the fire kind of fall in on itself. And then you hear a little you turn around, and at your campfire, another log is put onto the fire by the person who snuck into the center of your camp. And we'll pick this back up next week.
Great,
Hold on.
cool. Something still snuck
I
in.
literally suggested we put our bags in the center and we all look like through the center.
The fire's not in the center.
Yeah, it's
Is it not?
No. Otherwise, you'd have to continually go back and forth through the circle, and you might set off the snare trying to just keep the fire going.
Oh. Okay. Usually when I think of a camp, I think the fire's in the center.
I
Oh,
wouldn't want our stuff right next to the fire anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Mhm.
That's why she is currently sitting at the fire, and we'll pick that up next week.
Cool. Cool.
For everyone watching, thank you all so much for enjoying this with us. We greatly appreciate you having some time to have some fun with us as we go through this. Sorry we're cutting this a little bit short. I did have another obligation that kind of takes priority. I have to do some volunteer work to help out some people. It's just making sure that people get fed, and as someone who is hungry, I want to make sure other people get fed too. That being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you like this, leave us a like and a comment. It really helps us out. Subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, or follow us at twitch.tv/whatteamcomp to stay with us when we start streaming these. And yeah, which to be fair, we are streaming them, so come see us, come join us, come. And until next time, we've been What Team Comp, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.